Hey there, this is toemock, and we are back with more Jak3. In the last part, we broke through to Freedom HQ, supposedly, and we got the Plasmide RPG, good stuff, and finally, we got the Peacemaker. So, in this part, we will be getting to Freedom HQ and doing some side missions along the way, so let's get on to that. And thank you, Audacity,
Here's
yet
a really
again.
tough one. Find this one, and I'll be impressed.
I believe I know where that is. Yeah, I think it's starting to get sad that I keep saying that. Of course, I did this one in the last take, and I think I did it on the first try. All you have to do is grind along this rail. Now this one's kind of tough since you can't actually see it, because it's around the corner, and you couldn't get there fast enough on foot, or on the jet board. So there you go. So now we go to Freedom HQ. Or we're gonna be getting to there. Too bad the only path right now, and I think possibly ever, is actually through K2 territory. Of course, they're not really that hard to deal with or just avoid, since generally there aren't blast bots around. Now I believe up on these lines, there's, yeah, I think there's some, those are precursor orbs up there, not lights, so I don't know how to get those. So, yeah, if I ever get those, I'll be impressed. But I probably won't. Probably dedicate enough time in this playthrough to getting them. Now let's try this one. Yeah, 12.
Here's another great
This
place
one's
to
gonna be
evaluate the performance of the jet board. Try to get enough points here as well.
Again? Alright. Very well. Of course. How I always treat this challenge, just smash L and R1 and rotate like in random directions. And you should get this fine. Wait, did it just give me more time when I got to bronze? This isn't that hard. Look at this. Like, we've been doing this for 20 seconds and we've already gotten up to silver. And we're not really doing any hard combos. There we go, we got it. So with this extra time, why don't we just work our way over to Freedom HQ? Since, well, I'm hoping this was one of the easier jetboard challenges, or else I'm gonna have to be embarrassed that I had trouble with those before. Alright, I don't know which way to go. I think it's this way. Oh no, we're almost out of time. There we go.
Concrete with that baby. Good work.
Alright then. And it looks like we are starting to get into the slums area. Which, like, we haven't been here in a while. And wow, a lot of stuff broke around here. So let's try, like, to get a car. So I can just avoid all these. Might as well show, like, the power of, yeah, that, of the Plasmide RPG. Here's a bike, so we can just speed through here. Let's see, how is it different on the bike? Just bigger arc, or better arc, I should say. And I believe, yeah, we're almost in my favorite part of the city. Well, where Freedom HQ is based. Which is obviously the least destroyed because this is where they're based, so it'd be the most protected. But I also think that this area was like where Mars Tomb was. Let's see. And there's a bunch of railways along here. I think that's pretty nice too. I think there's around 7 to 10 precursor orbs just hidden around here, not in challenges. And did I just miss the main entrance? I think I did. Alright, so let's go in. And hopefully not in the water. Alright, this is Freedom HQ. It's like, now that I think about it, we actually haven't gotten past that white barrier. Like, we should probably get on that sometime, find that white key card. Been so long since I've been here.
Hello, fellow peeps and cronies. That's right, the Daxtonator is back in the building.
Daxter, Jak, you did it!
It's about time you two got
Yay!
here. What took you so long?
You're never
Sorry,
impressed.
We only had a war in the way.
Great work, Jak. Let me be the first to officially apologize for the city.
Forget about it. I've got my own interest in this.
Well, what we know right now is there's a huge dark planet building.
Are you planning
bearing down
destroyer?
on us all. How much time we have, no one can guess. If it is rogue precursor technology, then the only way to destroy it is with more
Like with a
precursor
tank.
technology. And that lies at the bottom of the catacombs.
Also, the large number of eco crystals being moved about can mean only one thing. Someone is trying to awaken vast precursor technology.
Vulgar.
I think Viger's behind it. Or Errol. Or maybe...
Oh, wait till you hear about my adventures in the wasteland. So there I was, facing a whole brood of slobbering metalheads, when all of a sudden...
What's this?
Uh-oh.
It looks like a large-scale assault.
That's
Multiple
bad.
targets inbound. You up for some action, Jak?
Look who you're talking to. Let's rock and roll, Dax.
Why you need Daxter? Daxter probably points out targets that Jak can't see. That's why he needs them. Alright. Alright, let's try the gyro burster on these things. You can destroy these. Whoa! Mortars. Forgot about that. Ah, of course, the Azure Guard got in the way. Alright, I'll try the needle laser on this thing. Since they lock on multiple targets, they can, and they'll swarm existing targets, they can be quite destructive on things with tons of health. So, yeah, I'm just gonna focus on this drop bot. There we go. And I think this one's almost dead. Actually, I wonder. I'm out of light eco, so I can't try that. I don't think there's any light eco streams. Ah, disco lasers, really? Good thing they have like a maximum radius. There we go. Now we're.
Last one. Nice
That was it?
shooting. Find your way back here, Jak.
Okay, I'm just at the entrance. Are you that concerned? Thought there was going to be more, but whatever. And we go back up. So I think you have to face that kind of mission again, but I think it's only one more time. Kool-Aid! Kool-Aid! Anyway, what's up with you guys now after those 3 minutes?
Nice moves, my boy. You're the best man we've got to lead an expedition into the catacombs.
Please, please.
Why is
let us
Vulgar
not be
here?
too hasty. Are you sure you want this dark eco freak contaminating the hallowed halls of our glorious precursors? I should lead the
no.
expedition myself.
We're tired of your scheming, Viger.
I've got the answer you're looking for. My precursor monks have given me the knowledge to turn on the planetary defense grid. If you beg me to do so.
How do you even know about it?
Jak's always gotten us through thick and thin. I'm with him.
Here, here.
You wanna stop, vegan?
Viger,
Uh,
it's Viger, you idiot.
Whatever.
Count Viger, I hereby dissolve the city council and strip you of your title, command,
Isn't
and all
Torn the
privileges.
governor?
Now get out of my sight.
What?
How dare you! I offered you mercy, but now you will all burn in the precursor
Won't you
fires
as
of
well?
creation. I swear it.
That was one hell of an attack wave. We can't continue to repel such large assaults forever. That floating war factory has got to be shut down. The problem is, the factory is shielded and has gate codes on every access
Kind of
point.
hard to go through.
Most old KG door ciphers were kept hidden in the main system at the power room. If you can break into the system, you may
what
be
does
able to
Onan
unlock the
see?
war factory doors to get inside.
Onan says the eco-grid in the power room could help you. But to open the old power room, you must find the junction box in the sewer. Personally, I think you're crazy to go down there. But, good luck.
Alright, so I guess we need to go into the sewer since we can get access to where Ven died. Alright, so let's get down to the sewers. Hopefully there's a sewer entrance relatively close. Or else we'll have to go all the way back to the bay. Alright then.
At least this part of the city's still in one piece.
Alright, looks like there's a sewer entrance somewhat close. Or at least that's what the map says. Of course the map scrolls, so you can't really tell that much. Ow. Yep, there's a sewer entrance right here. And we go down. And let's just prepare for the worst. I'd say this is pretty bad. Wait a second. They made dog robots? Oh yeah, I think I didn't point this out, but you can push R1 again to lock the gyro burster in place. If there's a lot of tough enemies just like right near you. Oh, more gas plumes. So let's wait for this one to go off. Alright then. Now I actually got this wrong. These are actually old Crimson Guard boxes since the KG boxes are mainly gray. So these are old Crimson Guard boxes, not KG. Alright. But they made frog bots as well. Originality much? Alright then. I think you can just you can just hide them. What the? You have no armor on. What is wrong with you? Yeah, you can just jump over them like right here. Which I usually forget to do that. Oh, maybe I hit it before. That's why I had no armor on. Yep, it's got a current on it, so get on your hoverboard. Yeah, I think it's easier just to destroy all these guys rather than just ignore them, since I think they can pretty much always follow you. So we just gotta keep going through the sewers. More hoverbots we gotta deal with. Now this one, you can't jump over all three since it's got the third one, which is too high for you. Maybe you can, but it's offset so much, I don't think you're able to. Whatever. That'll do. We didn't get hit by all of them, only most of them. Alright. We're gonna need to get a bunch more yellow ammo at this rate. Alright, we are full, so let's heal. And I pretty much always get the wrong one. And see, in Time Stop, you can put a bunch of them. Oh, yeah, forgot lasers, so you gotta get over here, push the button to turn it off, and it also opens the gate. Alright, I think no, that's not all of them. Alright, now they're dead. So, at least the gate isn't on a time frame. Oh crap. I think this is another Daxter section. Nope. Belly flops. Alright, and we should probably get out of the water, or at least the deep water, so we can use our gun. Alright, is there anything over here? Yep, another secret. Alright, so let's get off this and get it so... Alright, we need some actual speed here. And I think, yeah, if you just push triangle, you'll just switch to the other direction. Come on, launch us up. Maybe you need to high jump with your launch. Nope. I think it's this one I usually just skip over because it's really hard to do. Yeah. I'm gonna try and get this. Come on! Alright then. Let's try getting off the jet board. Nope. We were clipped by the edge of the cliff. So that didn't work. Come on! Ah, clipped again. Why can't I seem to make this? There we go! And there might be some railheads up here, but it doesn't really look like it. Lots of ammo, a precursor ore, and some health. That's good. Probably not worth all that time I used up on it, but that's good that I got it. Oh, timed platforms. At least they seem to be staggered somewhat. Alright then, I think we killed all of them. Let's see. Oh wait, I think we can dive under this. Yes, we can. And then we have to get on jet board. Just get over here so we can get some land. Oh look, it's an old water temple puzzle. Except there's no hook shot. I don't think a hook shot would be necessary in this game though. It's kind of necessary in Ocarina, I think. Of course, maybe that's just because the hook shot's awesome. Alright, we don't have to deal with that metalhead. Not metalhead, that KG bot anymore. Ah, he's stuck behind the cage. That makes it laugh. There we go. This thing looks important. Probably a junction box. Or the junction box we were trying to find. Yep, so now we can get over to the power station. So let's get out of the sewers.
Keep the surprises coming. The power room door is now open, Jak.
Thank you, Pecker. Really, you don't believe that we can do these things. Alright, so now we just gotta go back up through here, wherever this leads. Oh, we're near the power station. That's awfully convenient. So we will go to the power station in the next part. So this has been toemock. See you.